Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's 10 Minutes on the Fly. We want to take a moment to talk a little bit about influencers and what you think they're offering you and what they're actually doing. So, what we're watching is a bunch of spoiled, rotten, entitled women who got a diamond ring by promoting provocative, lustful behavior of a trophy wife, who then take to platforms to tell us about their elaborate lifestyles while waving it in your face. While they perceive themselves in a specific way, where you mirror that behavior of the perception they want you to perceive. So for example, Mona Van runs around and shows off her fancy outfit and acts as if she's offering you up a service by allowing you to see in her life, but she's not a celebrity. We don't really give a crap about your personal life, to be honest with you. The industry told us that we were supposed to care about your personal life to sell movie tickets. So Mona Van and those women think that showing themselves holding a coffee cup, which all has bad intentions behind the imaging and the branding, almost like a label of a product that you would buy off the shelf, with nothing behind it but disguising who they actually are, while trying to promote rancid, horrific style of existing, while they deplete you as a human being, while waving a carrot in your face, and then saying, I'm such a generous person because I'm offering you up a visual of me on a yacht, on a jet, erotically kissing and posing with someone that you may or may not admire or respect. I'm giving you the window into the world of the elite. Well, some of them are dangling the carrot to say that you too can have this lifestyle. However, they're the gatekeepers. They're the bully system who are judging everything you put out and then taking your content and creating it as their own, which is what Mona Van likes to do. Using their seductive videos of a weird cloud of erotica that I'm really having a hard time generating an education to you all, where you just lay back and allow it to happen in your life, like a smile coming off Kamala Harris's face when you clearly know that she's opened up the border and allowed criminals to put your children's life in danger, yet you're taking children to see her at rallies where she gives her Hollywood smile and depletes them as human beings. And you say, well, at least she's a woman. At least they're showing us how elaborate their lives are while they're abusing you by putting themselves on pedestals and lower you to your floor behavior of you're never going to make it in life at all. You're heavier than you should be. You have no expectations for anyone around you. They tell you to stay joyous and happiness while they show you their joy and happiness, but it's not joy and happiness. They want you to perceive it as joy and happiness. Well, they call that the family model, and then laugh about it behind the scenes when Mona Van gets a video that's viewed 324,000 views while she's standing there looking at a shelf. Oh, look, there's food on a shelf that's so educational on nutrition and eat clean. It's called day trading attention. So it's a train wreck, a car wreck, and everybody stops to slow down to take a look. And then she has the expectation that you're going to like it. And if you don't like it, you're gonna pay. It's called blacklisting, it's called depression, it's called violent, vile abuse, and it comes off of every content creator and influencer who produces content, even the smallest platforms, because everybody is producing content that is so low down, rotten, dirty, because they're wanting to be the car wreck. So they're willing to sell out their entire existence of life on this planet. They're willing to sell out their children. They're willing to abuse innocent individuals just so that they can become the next car wreck in front of your face to say Hawktaw. The problem is we don't want to see that, and there are no law or regulation according to these people Their democracy is at stake, according to Kamala Harris. We must make sure that the train wreck stays so that you can experience the anxiety that Doug Emhoff and his daughter portray upon the planet, so that you too will feel the anxiety and the low self-esteem, the insecurity, all covered up by a walk on a runway with Coach. Coincidentally, we've got to do whatever it takes to win, even though we know all of our policies are selling out the American people, because Obama had a plan, and that plan involved Mona Van. That plan involved Mona Van to be a successful entrepreneur, because look at her face and her Persian style of living. That is definitely has nothing to do with the American people. Mona Van, you have nothing to do with the American people. You're an embarrassment to your existence. You are humiliating. So is Kim Kardashian. The exposure level of being able to recognize their humiliation has been an undercover op of the CIA to get you to conform to their ideologies of kindness and happiness so that you can be vulnerable to their nonsense. This is radical behavior. This is the radical behavior that we're talking about. This is even more radical than the open border, because the open border, we can fix that. Physically, we can fix that. This shit that Mona Van and Kim Kardashian and Sabrina Carpenter, which is not her real name, and Taylor Swift, obviously there's something wrong with her brain. What these people are putting out on the planet isn't seen. It's felt, and long-term felt, the destruction of your existence to depression and pain. And the industry, Hollywood, and movies, and music, and influence is all covering it up with the help of Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party. These people all want themselves to succeed financially, while occurring in perception that they're happy, and then selling you on a brand and image of politics that happiness and joy is policy. Happiness and joy is not policy. The democracy that these Democrats speak to shows on Mona Van's face. Low down, dirty, nasty of erotica, where she says, living it up as a Persian. An example of what Kamala Harris is capable of when we talk about her being the radical left. That's the radical left, folks. That is the deception, the evidence, the facts of what Kamala Harris, in her own version, is presenting to the world. Mona Van has laid it all out because she learned it from them. And just because you're not feeling it doesn't mean it's there. You're just numbed out and you don't even know what to do about it. That's because you're supporting the Democratic Party. That's because we're all enslaved by this nonsense of these influencers so that Alex Earl can go get wasted again and make millions of dollars off of brand deals that used to be trusted brands that no longer are trustworthy, because if you were a trustworthy brand, you wouldn't have done a Bud Light partnership deal with Dylan Mulvaney, who, by the way, only did that of the change so that he could have a brand deal, so that he could get recognized by the Democratic Party. Do you understand that they're treating the influence of marketing as if it's a television show, but it's a coup of cover-up because you think that it's actually real? And they've been doing it for years. Gary Vaynerchuk, how long have you and Mona Van been together? Is it since 2019? Ask yourself, what mentality does it take for someone to lower their standards of living, to be able to look people in the eye and act like they're good people when they're literally hiding the truth from your fucking face? And someone like myself, every fucking day for the last 7 years has been exposing each and every one of you, where you thought you were going to win one over on me? I don't think so, Mona Van.